Welcome back to the channel, folks. We've got some bombshell news today that could throw your U.S. travel plans into chaos and signal a massive storm brewing for the American tourism industry. We're talking about a major pullback, a freeze, as some are calling it, by top European airlines on routes to the United States. And the reasons being cited? Well, they're as concerning as the cancellations themselves. According to a startling report from Travel and Tour World, corroborated by industry analysts, major players such as Lufthansa, British Airways, Air France, KLM, Iberia, SAS, and others are significantly reducing or even canceling their flights to iconic U.S. cities. We're talking about New York, Miami, Los Angeles, Chicago, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Boston. Geez, and the list is exhaustively goes on. So what's behind this dramatic shift? It's not a minor schedule adjustment. Reports indicate European airlines are facing a sharp decline in U.S.-bound bookings from European travelers. Instead, they're redirecting their planes, their focus, to tap into what they're calling a soaring demand in Canada, Mexico, Brazil, and the Caribbean. Air France is boosting Canadian routes. British Airways is looking into expanding into the Mediterranean and the Gulf. Iberian Airlines is strengthening its Latin American network. Now, let's dig into why. Beyond shifting travel demand, the Travel and Tour World article explicitly states a sharp drop in bookings is driving the decision to reduce flights. Rising concerns among European travelers about safety and border restrictions and growing political discomfort tied to Donald Trump's second term. This is a direct quote, folks. The article also mentions that airlines had once expanded aggressively across the Atlantic are now turning their attentions elsewhere due to these factors and what they see as smoother entry and fewer political complications in other markets. This political discomfort and the impact of the Trump administration's policies are a recurring theme. News outlets have reported that policies related to immigration, trade tariffs, and a perceived increase in insecurity are making European travelers think twice. The term Trump slump is even being used, with California's Governor Newsom's office, for instance, anticipating a dip of international visitations to the state directly linked to federal policies and declining global sentiment about traveling to the United States. The economic fallout could be staggering. Projections suggest that international arrivals to the United States could decline as much as 8.7% for the next full year, potentially resulting in a massive $8.5 billion in spending lost from these foreign travelers. That's pretty huge, folks. That's jobs, that's hotels, that's restaurants, that's the entire U.S. ecosystem. We're also seeing reports of Canadian bookings to the United States just plummeting right over the cliff, dropping 33% for the summer period. Airlines are businesses. They follow the demand. Suppose travelers are choosing Canada, Mexico, and the Caribbean over US because they perceive these destinations as more welcoming, more affordable, and less of a hassle. In that case, airlines will adjust their routes accordingly. And that's precisely what seems to be happening on a large scale. So, what does this mean for you, the average traveler? Well, it means fewer options to and from the US to Europe. If you're planning a trip to the European area, major cities, you might find fewer direct flights, less convenient schedules, and probably much higher prices due to the reduced competition from other European carriers. Increased options to Canada and Mexico, conversely, you might see more flight availability and better deals if you're considering Canada, Mexico, and some Caribbean destinations from Europe. Check your existing bookings. If you already have flights booked, airlines are changing and even canceling some of the scheduled flights. So you need to be monitoring this. It's going to be critical for your upcoming visits. This is a rapidly developing situation, but the trend is clear. European airlines are significantly dialing back their US operations, and the reasons cited point to a complex mix of economic shift and serious concerns about the current US travel environment, including the impact of its political landscape and policies. What are your thoughts on this? Have your travel plans been affected? Do you think these concerns are justified? Let me know in the comments below. This is a crucial conversation for everybody involved or reliant on the international travel or the tourism industry. If you found this update informative, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow travelers, and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any ongoing coverage of this and other travel and news. Thank you for watching, and safe travels. Stay curious.